Hey Rob, how are we? Yeah.
Rob, we sit here today. I think this is an unbelievably exciting moment. I think this is a huge inflection point for the savings and investments market here in the UK. For so long, people have saved but not invested for their financial future. I dream of what's happened in the US. You've been there for 16 years, and you must have witnessed this wild revolution of self-directed investing all the way through to financial advice. What have you seen change? What has been these catalysts for change? Tell me about it.
It is a very, very different cultural environment for investing. 50% of all households in the States own an equity.
That's just amazing.
Which I think compares to somewhere around 8 or 9% of households.
9% equity market participation in the UK. We think there are probably £600 billion worth of assets that sit within savings accounts that actually could be used for investment.
So it's not like people aren't thinking about the future. It's are they making the most of those assets? And that is definitely happening in the US. Why is that? Well, a big reason is pension funds and what's called the 401k market.
Yeah.
People are just very used to getting a statement 4 times a year, looking at equity performance. And the second would be the sheer scale of resources that the banks, the direct players, have brought into filling the advice gap.
It has always been considered this story as old as time. How do you move savers to investors? The government are bringing into the UK a whole new category they call targeted support that sits between guidance and full advice. Because the issue's always been the cost of advice, is too expensive for people. Have there been particular asset classes or financial instruments that have been able to generate great habitual investing?
There absolutely have been other moments alongside crypto that have brought a whole new generation of people into the market. Obviously, the big one has been ETFs, and the sheer challenge that ETFs present to traditional, more expensive structures that are actively managed. People are trying to outperform the market. Most of these today are just trying to match the market, but they've reduced costs dramatically. And it's meant that the access people can get when it's fused with that technology is very good value.
So Rob, you've touched on ETFs, you've touched on that vehicle has been, hugely important to the growth of the investing culture. But are there, the mutual fund market, the closed-ended market, are private markets making it into this kind of investing vernacular over in the US?
Well, the biggest, I think, debate is how do we blend for retail investors the public markets with private markets. That's a big theme that the industry's grappling with. Super complicated, very exciting. One that I see closer to home that I'm a huge fan of, because I think it's in the realm of hurry, hurry, hurry while discounts last, is the investment trust market.
Yeah.
And those that are out there have suffered from what's called a discount. So imagine, the underlying assets, the underlying securities in the investment trust are worth 100. You can go out and buy them at 90, 95, even 80.
80, 85, yeah.
And I think that's an incredible opportunity for people investing, in their long-term future. If you can start with a major discount in an investment, that's always a good thing.
On the big UK self-directed platforms, actually you'll find most of those platforms now in the top 3 or 4 holders of most registered as investment trusts now.
Yeah, look, we're both getting pretty fired up about this.
I know.
And that 8%, there's no reason why that can't get to 50. It's clearly going to take time. But the money's there. The money's in this savings.
Yeah. There are seas of change going on here that I've never seen before, whether that's support from the regulator, whether that's support from the government. And when you take both of these huge tailwinds of support alongside this massive technology change, I think it's going to revolutionize the financial future of people in the UK.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a golden age, definitely a pivotal point. And the UK needs it, individuals need it. We're BlackRock going to do everything we can to help